Okay, this is my messy bun tutorial. I am going to show you how to do a look with the e.l.f. New Classics. I really love this palette. This is gonna be really great. Really, I gotta make this quick before my daughter wakes up. I do so that my makeup lasts all day, and this is what I do on my clients too, is I just put a little bit of foundation or concealer on my eyes. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit today. So I'm just gonna take my foundation here on my sponge and just, I'm gonna try to put the mirror so that it's not in the way, but you can see what I'm doing. And just put it on. You wanna put, if you, like, honestly, sometimes it's just as long as it's your shade or lighter. Mine's a little damp. And then powder I'm using is the NYX HD. And there's only a little bit left, so I gotta shake mine around. I gotta buy some more. So this is gonna be mostly a drugstore product tutorial. So some powder. All right, and then I'm gonna go in. Okay, so I got this brush from Ipsy. e.l.f. has one very similar. I'll see if I can find it. But take a brush like this, about that length, fluffy brush, and you're gonna take the color Truffle right here, and you're gonna put it on the brush like that. You're gonna tap off any excess, and you're gonna go in, and this is what I do. Gosh, this is like a strange angle. Go in and just, can you still see me? And windshield wiper, I kind of like do like this. I do pretty fast, so basically all I'm doing is going back and forth like this. I might lift up my eye a little bit because I've got a slight hood, and I just really want to get it in that crease. And then I'm gonna take some more and do the other side. And it can be super messy and just really, you can be messy because we can just clean it up at the end. And then I'm doing just that windshield wiper. I go a little bit longer than most people. I take probably too long on eyeshadow. And then I am gonna take a clean, fluffy brush. This one is from e.l.f. This one's a clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna go above, sort of above where I was, and just windshield wiper. Because I wanna do this part pretty good. If I get it messy down here, I can just remove it. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a brush like this. This one is e.l.f. I don't know why it doesn't have a number on it, but the stiff brush, these are really good. I think like they're about this long, like a stiff brush. These are really good. And I'm gonna take the color Muse here, and I'm just gonna kind of pack it on there. I'm gonna tap it. And then what I do, because I have a slight hood, I think this looks good on most people, is I'm gonna lift my eye a little bit. See, just like without, I mean, I can go like this if I want to, but I can just lift it and I'm gonna pack it in the crease. I'm kind of like, almost like poking it and packing at the same time. This is how I visually get a lift going on, is I do that and then I kind of swipe it out, see? Maybe I should do more like this so you can see. See? I think this is a great alternative to a wing. This I'm gonna put a little bit more, bring it out. And the same thing on the other side. I feel like shadow is always gonna look funny without mascara and liner on. I'm gonna bring it out. That's a little darker than I was hoping for, but that's okay. Okay, and then I'm probably gonna take the brush with the light brown still on it and just blend that out a little bit. That's nice. And if you want to go darker, so this is kind of, I wouldn't do more than this, not everyday makeup. And that might even be a little bit too dark for me on an everyday. Like I wouldn't put that much of the Muse color, but I would just done a lighter amount. But I think this is great for a wedding. And this might be great for you if you've got the really light hair and the, you know, if you got light hair and light skin, I think this amount of brown would be really great for a wedding. But if you want to add a little bit more, you can go on with this, what's this called? Black cherry, which is really a brown at the bottom here. The black cherry, just kind of dot it. And then I might even put some on the side of my, this is something you want to try out and see if you like. Just really on this V right here. Do it on both sides. Okay. And then every single time I feel like I do something, I always like fluff out the ends. I don't know, there's probably nothing up there, but I just want to make sure my eyeshadow is blended. All right, then I'm gonna take, this one's my favorite one to do. I take the Cosmo color right here and do with your ring finger and put it right there. See that? It's so pretty. A little bit more, put it on that side. Just sort of place it. As you can see, I love this palette, but I only use a couple colors, and that's why I think palettes like this that I can make myself are better, because then I don't have to carry around this whole thing, because there's always a few that I love, but unfortunately a bunch that I don't need. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna take a little brush like this. You might be able to do this part with your fingers. I think it would be a little hard for me, and take it and put it on the white, tap it, the cream it's called, and just right underneath my brow, just a tiny bit, not too much. I'm just gonna highlight that a little bit. We don't wanna be too 2016 with that big white mark under it. Same over here. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit on the inner corner, see right there. Just to brighten that. Okay, now I'm gonna take some makeup remover and remove the sides there. So I'm gonna take some of the micellar water, a cotton round. I'm gonna put it on the middle here. I'm gonna fold it in half, and I'm just going to bring it up. There, see, tuck off this stuff on the side there. And the same thing over here. If you've got a real mess, then you can just, you know, use that side. Oh, I've got some shadow under my eye, that's why. Then I'm gonna take some more with a Q-tip and put it on and remove underneath my eye. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Last, and I'm just gonna waterline. And I'm gonna waterline on the bottom. And then if you can get the inner corner, that would be good. But it's kind of hard to do. There. I'm gonna do a tiny bit on top, let's see. No, my eyes are just, they're too, I've got just too much loose skin there. So I'm just gonna try to blend that out. I shouldn't have done that. I just think it's just too much with all my loose skin that I got going on. I'm trying to do the other side just a little bit so it matches. See, the once I let go, it's not a perfect line, so I just kind of have to blend it the best I can. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get, because there's just a lot of loose skin going on my eye. All these older women that are like, oh, you can do it, blah, blah, blah. I can tell they're Botoxed to crap. They got so much Botox that, yeah, they don't have any. They're like, oh, I'm 40, whatever. Yeah, but you have Botox. So that's why you're able to do it. I don't. I have no Botox. And I'm 39. So there's loose skin. Okay, now I'm going to use my Essence Lash Princess. I feel like my mirror is right in the way. And I've got to hurry up before my 7-month-old wakes up. You wanna get it to the bottom, wiggle it. So of course I've got mascara on my eye. So when that happens, you have to take a Q-tip, put a little bit on, and then try to just get that spot. It's kind of hard. And then I've removed makeup that I've perfectly put on, so I try to just take the Q-tip and blend it. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more. I think what I'm gonna do is take a Q-tip and put a little bit more of that Cosmo shadow and just see if I can't just place it right there. Again, I've got loose skin going on there, and so sometimes when I put my mascara on, it just gets onto my eyelid. I think that's really a pretty look and great for a wedding. If you want to go a little bit darker, I think on light skin, light hair, this would be good. For me, with my dark hair, I think I would add some more black cherry, or even the black, just a little bit of it on the corner here. And that's something you'd want to play around with to see if that's what you like. Red hair, blonde hair, I think this is perfect. An eyebrow pencil I like is NYX. I use the color Espresso. I used to use 2, but I'm just gonna use 1. And I'm just going to, I start at the outer end. I'm going down. And I've got to brush up the front. I just gotta do like hair-like strokes in the front here. I know everybody's eyebrows are different, so this will be different for everyone. And the same, this is my eyebrow that I really struggle with. I should start in the back. And then brush up the front. All right, and then I'm gonna take the comb part and just brush it. I feel like mine I just have thicker brows, so I'm gonna take this that I used earlier with the blacks. I'm gonna have to wipe off that black. And I'm gonna take, this is gonna just help blend that brown in a little bit more. And if you don't feel like your color is perfect, you can take one of the ones from here. The Muse could be good. Maybe one of these two. Definitely anything that's not shimmer you could use on your brows. Let me try a little bit of the Muse on the back of my brow. And then yeah, they're not, my brows are just not going to be perfect, but they look fine to me. And then if I had some scissors, which I have some in the other room, I can just cut off the top of that, those 2 little hairs sticking up. You can't see. All right, oh, my daughter's waking up. All right. That's it for those eyes. This is, I think, a really great palette look with this palette here. All right, I gotta get my daughter.